Alright folks, welcome back. It's Mysterious JG here, and we are ready for Operation Mayhem. Operation Phaser Bomb. Operation Tidal Wave.
Will Sin come?
Sin always returns for its spawn.
And it always comes,
Sure,
sometimes
we're going
prematurely.
to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Auron telling me.
Sin comes.
Sin is my old man. Sin is Jack.
I don't know if he came or not. I really don't want to think about whether my old man came or not. It's just not something I want to think about. My mind's not going in that direction, viewers. I don't care what you say. Well, that's bossy kind of music. They're just like thoughtfully looking at it. So they had a bunch of little individual pieces of Sinspawn that they kept alive, and okay, so they're supposed to fuse together into a monster, and guess who's going to encourage it to call out? Yep. The Crusaders are supposed to be handling this, but somehow it's going to fall on us. Sinspawn Gui blocks physical attacks with its toughened arms, remove them with piercing weapons, and then strike the body. Hit the head when it starts twitching, or else it will belch venom at you. And apparently it uses thunder. Well, let's try hitting the body without doing what they said and see what happens. It blocks it, and takes very little damage.
My shot, yeah? I don't believe it.
Well, Kimahri won't say anything. I didn't know that Waka had dialogue for that. Let's see if Auron does too.
So the arms are for defense.
Okay. Now, if we really want to test this thing to the limits, we can make Titus do it too. He's the last one that's likely to have anything to say.
Those arms are in the way.
The head is moving suspiciously. Yeah, so they do. They give you little pieces. If you happen to have exactly the right character lineup, they give you little bits of dialogue to help you out. And you are supposed to, in this battle, use Waka to hit the head before it uses its venom attack. So let's do that. I might let it hit venom just so you can see it once. But no, you don't want that to fire off successfully. It just occasionally punches you. But you've got to get rid of both of them before you can actually hit the body for any real damage. And you're supposed to use piercing weapons to do it. Kimahri has sensor, which is why we can now see how many hit points each of those pieces has. Oh, and like so many bosses, he's gonna toss out some demi. Can't hit the head, so I might as well hit the body. The head is moving suspiciously. Let's ignore it just so you can see what venom looks like once. Try delay attack. It's immune. And now it's gonna puke. Oh, I thought it was gonna puke venom on us. Okay, it still is. It just isn't ready to do it yet. Physician, heal thyself. So it does an attack which inflicts the poison status and hurts you. That's basically it. I don't know if I should have analog on or off to try this, but I'm going to use Fire or Fury. You're supposed to turn the right analog stick around a couple of times. Oh, it's actually working reasonably well here. So I guess I might have not had analog activated properly the last time I did it. Because I got like nothing at all. The arms regenerated, oh my god. Now she could pretty easily kill this thing off with summons, most likely. So let's summon Ifrit to deal with this punk ass. We're definitely now seeing the full-fledged summon animation. So we can do Hellfire and Brimstone, because he's Kain! Kain is here! Woo! Back when Kain's music was cool-ish and didn't feature whiny lyrics. Now this all looks pretty powerful, but then this final part of its attack, where it just throws a rock up at the already flaming enemy, to me is like the silliest part. Oh, but I overkilled every piece of him. Okay, so that's over. Oh man, I'm so hungover. Oh, help me get to the bathroom so I don't puke on the floor, man. But, oh, somebody call the Pirates of Dark Water. Serpent Spira. And the Chocobo Knights are now ready. Because Sin is here! With his weird eyeball spots, or are those lights shining on Sin? I guess those are the Albed Machina. They're... Well, there's only one piece of music that should be playing at this point. It's not this. It's dun 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 dun
Look out!
It's more Godzilla music. Well, anyway, he appears to be quite capable of defeating these guys. Wow. Those are some seriously dead Crusaders. Operation Mi'ihen ain't going that good so far. Sin just used like some kind of souped up demi attack to basically evaporate the people who were attacking the Sinspawn. But they weren't meant to kill Sin. Sin was supposed to be killed by the Machina, the cannon fire. That didn't seem to work either, and now Seymour is down there really enjoying personal contact with the Sinspawn. Auron, despite your lack of breasts, I hope you too will aid Seymour.
Stand back, Lady Una.
Yes.
Don't take orders from Seymour. Don't let that punk tell you what to do. Anyway, folks, new party member, Seymour. Seymour is part of our party. Now, in this battle, it's the exact same deal as before, but this thing has much less hit points. This is basically like a redux. Seymour has at his disposal Fire, Thunder, Water, Blizzard, and the second level spells. He's got all the white magic that Una would have at this point, except it looks like he's missing no frost for some reason. But this thing doesn't use any ice magic, so it wouldn't be of any use to you anyway. He can pull from your items, and he can not escape, and neither can you equip any kind of weapons or armor on him. Which makes me wonder if maybe he's not going to be a long-term party member. But I'm going to make him cast magic on himself. Oh. Never mind. I was making him cast magic on himself in the hopes that that would build up his overdrive gauge, because I want to see his overdrive. But in fact, that does not look like it's going to happen. So if he hits Seymour, will that build Seymour's overdrive gauge? Because the Sinspawn seems like it's more about hitting Auron. This is an easy battle, but because I want to see Auron's overdrive, it's actually going to be kind of involved. Stole a potion. That's nice. Demi will slowly build Seymour's overdrive gauge. But yeah, this one might be kind of a dull battle. Come on, you to just whack him in the head. Hit Seymour. Damn it. Oh, he doesn't have a Suna either. But you'll see that we're pretty criminally over-leveled. Seymour should be a little bit more powerful than any of our characters, but as you can see just from the hit points, he's actually the weakest member of this party. And we can't switch characters. We can't bring in Titus, Lulu, Kimahri, or Waka here. It's just these guys are fighting Sinspawn. And it's going to be a real uphill battle to get Come on, hit. Now he... Okay, there you go. He seems to turn around to cast magic spells. I don't know if that actually built up his, I don't want to provoke, though, because that will make it attack Auron, which is kind of the last thing we want. So, yeah, I'm afraid this is going to be kind of a long, dull one, folks. Seymour, as you can see, though, has 900 and... I think he started out with 999 magic points, so clearly he's ready for this battle to go for a long time. The head is moving suspiciously. Please poison Seymour. I don't think he will get overdrive when he takes damage to poison, but if he does, that would certainly make him get his overdrive a lot faster. Oh, this is going to take a while, folks. I'm sorry. Maybe if she casts black magic on him. Oh no, now he's going to die from it if it hits him, but it's going to hit Auron anyway. I'll heal myself, so Auron, you can just die. She must have a Suna, yeah. Alright, so this will be an epically long fight. Feel free to skip ahead. Can't say that I would blame you. I wonder if I can get some health out of this thing with the Lancet. Not very much. Hit Seymour, there you go. Tell you what, folks, this is intolerably boring, I'm sure. I'm going to remove my headset, finish this thing off, and cut this out. I'll come back when Seymour's got a full overdrive, and we'll start recording again, just so you can see it. It's an easy boss battle, especially compared to the last one. And we won the last one with a single overdrive summon. single Aeon overdrive. We could do the same thing here, even easier, because Yuna's in the battle. But what we're going to do instead is I'm going to give you a chance to see Seymour's overdrive in action. This will be the only chance I believe we'll have to see it. So, yeah, look forward to that. For me, it might be quite a ways away, but for you, it should be coming up in just a sec. Hold on. Okay, folks, we're back. This is a new recording for me. It won't be a new video for you, but yeah, the Camtasia just kind of, you know, threw up a little bit in its mouth and destroyed the very last bit of footage. Could have been a lot worse. I recorded like almost 3 hours of footage, and I only lost about 20 minutes at the end. So we're just having to pick this up, and as you can see, as promised from when I recorded last night, we've now got Seymour with full overdrive. You may notice if you're paying attention that the head on this thing is gray. I killed it because I found out that it wasn't actually that Venom attack wasn't actually building anyone's overdrives, and neither was losing health to poison on every turn. So I got rid of the head and just let it use Demi and occasional other attacks until it was until Seymour had full overdrive. You'll also notice that it's moving faster than before. It's because I used haste on it in the vague hopes that that would make things go a little bit faster. Don't know if that really makes a difference, because it just means fewer turns for Auron and Seymour to skip, because I also cast haste on Yuna, so she would be able to keep us healed. So let's have Yuna's got to be curious about Seymour. Let's take a look. And he's turned the wrong way because of the glitch, otherwise we'd be seeing his face here, but in front of him. A Mr. of Yevon and leader of the Guado, he seems disinclined to summon Aeons, but his powers are great. He can draw upon magic of all 4 elements, as well as upon healing spells. His overdrive Requiem deals a devastating blow to all enemies, and he's immune to Threaten, which is the only immunity that all of your characters have innately. And no enemies actually inflict the Threaten status anyway, so it's kind of a silly immunity to have, but whatever. Anyway, that was our little description of Seymour. If it weren't for the glitchiness of this emulator, we'd have been seeing the front of him with his mad chest tats and everything, and his cool bathrobe tied in the front. But let's skip to his turn. It's been like 24 hours in the making because of, you know, it didn't really take me 24 hours, but, you know, because of the lost footage, it was 24 hours ago, more or less, that I started trying to get this. So let's see his overdrive Requiem. That's kind of neat, although it didn't really do enough damage to win the battle, which is kind of weak. Alright, good effort, Seymour. Let me show you how it's actually done. Let's get Ifrit out here again. Did I use Ifrit to beat it in the video I recorded yesterday? I don't even remember. Of course, Seymour has an even bigger, more powerful, and just creepy-looking Aeon than this, but he seems to refuse to want to summon in this battle, so he refuses to want to summon it. Alright, finish this.
Yes, ma'am.
Once again, he has this really impressive looking fire attack, and then this silly looking bit where he just kind of throws a chunk of rock at you. But it's certainly going to be enough to kill that thing. Until I get break damage limit with him, he's not going to be any more effective than he is now. There is something you can do, I forget exactly how you break damage limit on the Aeons, but there's an Aeon we're going to get later on that starts out with that skill, which makes him way more useful than the other Aeons when you finally get him. But as you can see, Ifrit's already doing 9999 damage, which means that if we had the ability that allows him to break the damage ceiling, I don't know exactly how much he'd be doing, but clearly he's capable of doing 5 digits of damage with that overdrive. Seymour's got 7 sphere levels, so that's awesome. We'll get lots of chances to play with that, I'm sure. And now it's back to the story. What is that? The enemies from Lost? Were they even bad guys at the end? I don't remember what the hell happened on that show. And what is that stuff in the sky? Is that a graphical glitch? It looked like there was a ring. I don't know. Alright, so the Albed have their Super Machina. Slowly aligning them different parts and then whacking on the controls to get it to fire. This would appear to be the big gun that's meant to kill Sin. Unit's praying for success, which is odd since it's a sacrilegious machine. We're losing power, Captain. We can't penetrate their shields. He must have class 5 shields. It looks like he's in trouble here, but he reflects it back. Unit can tell what's going on. And apparently, clearly the Albed weapon's been destroyed. Seymour's looking as creepy as ever. Unit looking as piebald as ever. I can't really tell if Sin's been destroyed, but I kind of think not. Looks like he just did Hulk Hogan no-sell, kind of wagged his finger in front of his face like, Then big boot leg drop, 1, 2, 3 on the Albed. Sin is clearly Hulk Hogan. Clearly. And Titus is... What is Titus doing? At least we can see his hands. Titus, please tell me that's noises of pain you're making. Okay, so Titus sort of wakes up hungover on the beach. He must have had a sex on the beach. Woohoo. Rest in peace. Slightly warm, but no sign of breathing. Staring at the sky, lifeless. Staring at this guy. Excuse me while I kiss this guy. Reclining, breathless. Instant, painless death. This is cheery. Rest in peace. Undertaker says, slam. A peaceful death, probably had no clue. That guy never had a clue. That's why I'm making fun of the dead guys. Because I'm all class. Still so young. Kinda hot. I wonder if anybody would notice. Well, no. We're not gonna molest the corpses. Don't seem to be able to get to anything useful over here. But we're pretty clearly supposed to head over here, so, well, it's not that clear, but we are meant to interact with a specific person over here before the story will continue. See him over there in the distance. At least, he appears to be alive, at least.
What's going on?
Hobbs!
Why? What?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Respond! Communications with the Strut A roof have ceased. Dispatch an investigation team immediately. And Sin's like, well, you know, I could kill some more folks, but I really need a snack, maybe a nap after.
Don't you run away from me!
Don't run away! Alright, so it looks like Titus has just fuck-snapped and is now going to try to swim after the behemoth monster of death. Meanwhile, Yuna's hanging out.
Stand back! I'll summon!
Even though he's already gone. You suck.
Your powers are still too weak.
Little girl, too weak to summon.
Must do something!
Get back in the kitchen, get barefoot and pregnant. Like, no, Sister B's doing it for themselves. What did you just call her? It's not a good word, Seymour. Oh, he said can't. I thought he said something else. So Titus continues like turbo swimming. You'd think you'd be able to catch up with something big slumbering like Sin, but Sin is probably creating a lot of like I don't know what the underwater equivalent of back.
I have no idea what I was thinking when I ran after Sin that day.
I guess backwash.
Before I knew what I was doing, there I was, chasing him down like a thief at market.
Displacing a ton of water, pushing Titus back, but
Maybe
anyway.
I wanted to go home. I kept thinking of Xanarkand and my old man.
Carl Oldie Olsen. Yeah, so he starts chasing the giant behemoth, but it's displacing tons of water, and he gives up before he gets drowned, so that's wise. Although Titus apparently is immune to drowning. Immunities include drowning and threaten. Okay, now I know where this is, but we haven't been there yet. It's just kind of... It looks like a celestial afterlife place, especially with all the ghosts walking around, but no, this is actually a location you get to go to later in the game. But yeah, these are like ghosts. There's the little kid ghosts, various helmeted dude ghosts, and there's Luzu. Well, that's sad. Oh, and here's this asshole. You're here to tell us that we cried when our dad died? Is that what you're here for? No? He's here to throw a blitzball at us. Yeah, I'm assuming that kid's a ghost. It's a spooky ghost. And now we're on a boat in Xanarkand.
What?
What do you mean, what?
You don't practice anymore. That you're gonna retire.
Yeah, I can move around.
Let them talk. I'm still the best.
Where are you, Dad?
They say you're no good because you drink all the time.
I can quit drinking whenever.
Then do it
Oh,
now.
I didn't mean to skip that. Oh well.
What did you say?
What'd you say?
You just said you can.
Tomorrow?
I'm running away from home.
Why not today?
Why do today what you can leave for tomorrow?
You know, I think there was enough going on between them without Jack having to be an alcoholic.
Crying.
Just because I got drunk and beat his mother. Okay, well, it seems like there's a sizable little dream area you can explore, but you can't actually do anything except accidentally skip bits of voice-acted dialogue because you're trying to look for treasure.
I thought I sensed my old man there.
Oh man, take a look at my life.
Somewhere. Or maybe it was just Sin's toxin playing tricks on my mind.
Putting pee-pee in my Coke. Oh man, I got such a torg over.
How many died today?
My pants are wet. Oh, I was in the water.
People
It's how I
died
thought it
in
was.
unit dances.
What are you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk
When
inside
would
that
you
trunk?
stop
I'm gonna
dancing?
get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump. What you
When
gonna do
would
with all
stop?
that ass inside them jeans? I'm gonna
You
make
know won't
you
stop
scream,
dancing.
make you scream, make
Not
you
until
scream.
Sin is
Cause of my
gone.
hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my
Those are
hump,
my
my hump, my
thoughts
hump,
then.
my lovely lady
I
lumps.
think.
Check it out. She got me spending. Oh, you're spending all your money on me. You're spending time
I
on
see
me.
you're still
sorry.
here.
Huh?
What?
Many stories ended here today.
Like the Princess and the Pea.
Yours goes on, I see.
I'm
What?
only mildly disappointed in that fact. Oh well.
Sin had come and
I
gone.
woke up with wet pants, but I don't think I peed myself. Yay! If only it had been me who died instead of Sin. Anyway, or no, wait. That doesn't make sense at all. Neither of them died. What he's actually getting at is that he encountered Sin, but he didn't get transported back to Xanarkand, which I guess he vaguely hoped would happen. But that's not going to happen, so time to stop thinking about that, Titus. Now, you'll recall that we had the chance to talk to Gata before the battle, and Gata kind of wanted us to approve his plan to do something stupid and go fight on the front lines against orders. And I told you it was an important little decision point, in a way. So let's check out what would have happened had we told him... You have to tell him twice. If you tell him once and then change your mind, or if you don't talk to him at all, he always does what he's told and stays back, and Luzu dies. I don't know why Luzu dies if Gata stays behind, but somehow Luzu survives if Gata goes out to the front lines. But this is what happens. if you tell Gata to go prove himself like he wants to.
Huh? Gata? Gata, come on, wake up.
This is directly your fault, Titus. He's like tempted to cry, but he knows that purple kid will taunt him if he does. And from that point on, it's exactly the same. So, well, it's not exactly the same. Later on, we'll run into the survivor and chat with them, but I've got save states prepared so we can see both trees of dialogue. One character or the other will also show up in the end. And maybe if you go back to Besaid much later in the game, you can talk to them, but I'm not going to bother to set that up. You'll just have to imagine what would have happened if Luzu survived. Since if Luzu gets killed, like, to me, that's kind of a weird decision. You don't really know going into it what decision you're making, but if you tell Gata to be irresponsible and go out to the front lines and take an unnecessary risk, he gets killed, then it kind of is your fault. If you tell Gata to be smart, that doesn't really mean that you made Luzu die. So we're going to assume that Titus was not a complete tool, and that he gave him the advice to stay, keep your head down, man, just try to get out of this alive, and that therefore Luzu died, but it's not something Titus could possibly have foreseen. Now getting back to it, there's Lulu. I really just noticed this LP, how like ashen and weird her skin tone is compared to the other characters.
You were in contact with Sin again. The toxin. Are you okay?
Are you okay? It's nice she actually cares about us. She's interested in our health.
Yuna was worried
Oh,
about
never
you.
mind. I'm only asking because of Yuna. I really personally don't give a crap.
You should let her know you're alright.
Yeah, more than alright now that I know Yuna survived. Hey, she wasn't like horribly disfigured or anything, was she?
A swift retreat.
The French would be proud.
Satisfied?
Whatever it is, do to satisfy.
Those who turned from Yevon died, while the faithful live on.
That's pretty messed up.
The past 10 years have changed you, I see.
You're perceptive in ways I really don't want you to be. You're pretty much figuring out how evil we are. Blitzball victory, empty space, and rocks. Oh, here comes Seymour. Well, I'm going to stop doing my Blitzball victory sign.
Well. But now, more than ever, you must be the people's strength. Their confidence.
Thank you for telling me I don't look well, jerk. You look like a half-bred
Anyone
freak.
else would be expected to show their son.
Blitzball victory, yeah.
But you are a summoner. You are Spira's
Now put on some damn makeup.
Until sin is defeated, you must not relent. Do you understand?
Duh.
Yes. I understand.
Yeah, I'm a summoner, I get it.
Are
Dickweed.
you afraid?
Girls taste better when they're afraid.
Yuna, take me as your pillar of strength.
Take my pillar.
As Yuna Leska had her, Lord Zane.
Ah, see, now that's the weird cryptic thing he said that I was referencing before it happened.
Lady Yuna, until next we meet, farewell.
I'll be thinking of you in the night, Yuna. Blitzball victory, you creepy weirdo. I can still feel his eyes on me, Titus. I mean, at least I kind of like you.
Maesters are strict.
It's kind of hot.
I guess I'll just have to do better.
Yeah, this is all your fault somehow. How is this? Whatever, you know.
I guess.
She's one of those girls who has this, like, if anything goes wrong, it's because she personally failed complex. There are guys who have it too, but it's one of those things that tends to be viewed as a particularly feminine psychosis.
You can't ignore the teachings.
Been doing it all my life.
You can't ignore the teachings.
Not gonna stop now. Don't worry, baby. I'll start talking to you eventually. Pretty soon, in fact. Operation Squirrel failed, but we still gotta continue on towards the Temple of Squirrel. obtained a high potion. Well, that fixes everything.
Rest while you can. We leave soon.
Enjoy a nice rest here in the fields of death. 7 years ago.
Rest while you can.
There he is, folks, waiting to suck us into some plot conversation in which he calls us a crybaby. I mean, if even the purple ghost baby were here, he'd be more likely to tell us something upbeat and positive than Auron will.
Sin is checked.
Did I mention that?
Yeah. For a while there, I thought I could feel it. But that doesn't mean I believe it.
Sin is checked. He came here for you.
He coming for you, nigga.
So he killed all those people just for a chance to see me?
I'm sure he's your dad. He likes you.
That's what Sin does. He wanted to show that to you. Do you know why?
How am I supposed
Just
to know?
think about it.
So you would kill him. As long as he is Sin, Jecht will keep killing. He wants you to stop him.
You gotta be kidding. How do you
Doesn't
know
look
all
like I'm
this
kidding.
anyway?
Direct questions always make me laugh.
I'm not done talking to you. Don't you run away.
Don't run away.
You're the one running.
Actually, I'm standing here and you're walking, but I really don't see how I'm a coward in this situation. I came here to fight against the most horrible monster in the history of anything ever. And like an entire army of dudes equipped with like super laser weapons from the futuristic past couldn't stop it. And now I'm a coward. I'm running away. Whatever, man. Really don't know how to make you happy out, Auron. Well, yeah. Not a very cheery video. We're making jokes and stuff, but I mean, the game itself has a pretty bleak tone at this point. And it's become clear to Titus, as if it weren't clear already, that not only is Sin Jecht, and he has to defeat Sin. He's got to kill his dad. His dad wants him to do it. For reasons that we don't really understand at this point, his dad has become this hideous monster, and he wants his son to take him down. Maybe there'll be some way around it, but Auron doesn't seem to think so. And Auron seems to be the only one who has any idea what's actually going on. It wasn't supposed to end like this. Damn it! How many died? Too many died! Too many died!
Are you alright?
Are you okay? We just talked to the save sphere, so we've got full health and mana. And Shalinda, as a white mage in a battle where a bunch of people just died and a bunch of people are wounded, she's probably having a hard time of it right now. And it raises the question. The Final Fantasy games are always kind of weird on this point. With Phoenix Down's able to bring people back to life, and the life spell fairly cheap and easy to use. Is it only the people who were completely obliterated by like that attack that turned them into a bunch of black sparkles on a white background? Are they the only ones who can't come back? I mean, Gata has a corpse. They could use a Phoenix Down on it. But no, if we don't let characters die in the game, you can't have a dramatic story if there's no chance for people to die. And if there's no way to bring characters back to life when they do die, then well, this really limits the gameplay possibilities. It's just not a JRPG thing to do. So let's encourage the white mage to do what she can in the special plot death mode where people cannot be brought back with the life spell.
Thank you. I will.
Yeah. Water. And she keeps saying that, and I'm going to keep being gracious and not making her heal us. Oh, there was one goofy thing that I forgot to show you, something that I was able to... See, look at that. What is that, like... You see that? It's right over Yuna's head now. Now it's between Yuna and this sort of rock pillar. This like weird... I think that's a graphical glitch. But I was seeing it before. It looks like it's the... It was a line that was like curved in the sky behind her, as though this whole area is contained within some kind of game boundary. it's not supposed to be visible. I don't know. But this is something that I noticed while playing around, while recording the last video. Let's see if it happens. Boop, 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 boop. Waka teleports in and out. You're either close enough to see him or you're not. There's no... I mean, I'm not griping on the graphics. I just find it amusing. But, yeah, obviously the graphics are not capturing that in real life he would sort of gradually become visible to you, whereas here it's just like pops in, pops out. So let's have a little chat with Waka. He looks kind of sad.
I made a bundle with the operation prices. But the way it turned out, they deserved a better deal.
Aw, that's nice. He feels guilty about robbing the dead. I don't think he's going around stealing boots off the corpses, but he probably will as soon as you turn around. And he's really got nothing special.
I guess the summoners are our only hope.
Yep. Anyways, yeah, you can see there's another one. It's like right over Titus's head now. There's this, and there's a really big one moving around. This, I don't think that's supposed to be there as part of the background. All right. Catch up with our party. It's a party and I'll cry if I want to. Alright, I'm here. Everyone can get on with it. Ruffle, ruffle, ruffle. Get on with it. Baby,
Hey,
baby.
you two. Hurry
Don't
up.
tell us what to do, baby.
She's awfully cheerful.
Just want to hang out with my friend Kimahri for a while. Is that a problem? We're tight. What the?
In dark times, she must be. She must shine.
Huh?
He's talking.
Now are dark times. Yuna tries hard.
We should help her then.
If we worry, she tries harder. Do not frown.
He's like Wolfman Yoda. Wolfman Noble Savage. Are Waka and Yuna noticing that they're suddenly talking to each other for the first time?
Smile, let me see.
We smile with our butt cheeks, human.
Sad.
You're one sad sack of shit, Kimahri. Thanks for talking to me for the first time. I'm gonna make fun of you now. Yeah, so that was it, folks. Pretty important plot events, Operation Mihan. I was joking around about, oh, what are the plot possibilities if this thing should succeed? Where will the story go then if Sin is suddenly defeated? And, like, yeah, we all knew that wasn't going to happen. But I thought it was pretty well handled and dramatically done. It was really basically just a big, long plot device to instill upon you how dangerous and terrifying Sin is. But, yeah, it worked. To me, anyway. So now we're back on our quest. There will be a little bit... There'll be some reference by the non-speaking NPCs. Like, if you go up and actually talk to people, the on-screen dialogue will refer to Operation Mihan. But pretty much the voice-acted characters and their, you know, little story segments from this point on, pretty much going to pretend it never happened. It more or less will be completely forgotten. At least, you know, we got a little bit more of it when we deal with the next temple. And then pretty much everyone's going to put it behind them. So, in the greater story sense of things, that was a huge important event, but in the LP sense of things, probably the biggest moment here is that Kimahri finally talked, so it'll be a little bit weird if I keep doing my Wolfman Jack boy, baby. Although I suppose, like I said, he's like Wolfman Yoda, or like Wolfman, he's like Wolf Caveman Jack, you know, he's like,
we speak like noble savage. You know, we not use grammar right. We use grammar like Native American in old time movie.
But, you know, he could always be like, me use grammar like Native American in an old time movie, baby. At any rate, that's going to be it for this video. When we come back, folks, I might do one more video tonight. We are going to, well, we're going to walk away from this beach of death and try to sort of regain our sense of purpose and try not to get too depressed, and we're going to try to defeat Sin and prevent this kind of crap from happening in the future. So, thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Alright, folks, welcome back. It's Let's Play